BTS News Today. Army shocked, Jungkook speechless. An emotionally draining story that reveals old wounds in a shocking statement that shook the entire army around the world. Park Jimin, one of BTS's most beloved members for his gentleness and sincerity, finally admitted something he had been hiding from Jungkook. This confession not only shook the foundations of their friendship, but also opened the door to a story that had been so neatly wrapped in smiles and laughter. This recognition did not come from a press conference, nor from a live broadcast full of preparations. Instead, Jimin chose the simplest moment, in a limited virtual Q&A session with a select few ARMY. When asked about what he regretted the most and had never expressed, Jimin suddenly fell silent. The camera panned his originally bright face, turning full of emotion, before he finally said, "I've never told anyone, especially Jungkook, but I think it's time." That sentence made the air quiet. Even the soldiers who attended the session admitted that they could not breathe for a moment. Some thought Jimin would reveal only small secrets or ordinary feelings. But no one could guess the depth of the wound and the secrets it kept. The early rounds, an unsullied friendship, or so it seems. The relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has been known as one of the most sincere and strong among BTS members. Since his debut, Jimin has always been portrayed as a brother figure who protects and encourages Jungkook, while Jungkook has great respect for Jimin. They laugh together, share dreams, and are often seen together when not in front of the camera. However, who would have thought? In the togetherness there is something that has never been said. Jimin, who always tries to smile and take care of other people's feelings, turns out to have harbored something for so long, up to so many years. "Ever since the trainee, I knew I hurt him," Jimin said softly, "but I never had the courage to confess." Those words made the atmosphere heavier. The army began to speculate. Is it about the mistakes of the past? Did Jimin ever do anything to hurt Jungkook? Jimin's confession, "I'm jealous of Jungkook." The most surprising part came when Jimin finally revealed the gist of the secret. He said in a trembling voice, "I'm jealous of Jungkook. Not because of his fame, not because of his talent, but because of his heart. Because of the way he loves us all. And because I don't feel good enough for him." Suddenly the atmosphere became very emotional. Not only the army was present, even the staff who recorded the session seemed to be holding back tears. Jimin continued, "I once prayed that I would be the only place for him to lean on, but I knew he was stronger than I thought. I'm jealous, and because of that feeling, I stayed away." Those feelings that have been hidden so far make many people end up understanding small changes in the dynamics of their relationship. The moments when Jimin seemed more reserved, when he seemed to avoid Jungkook's gaze, or even when they seemed to be a moment apart in some of the old clips, all now make sense. Jungkook responded, "I'm always waiting for you." After Jimin's confession went viral on social media and was viewed millions of times in just a few hours, all eyes were on Jungkook. ARMY awaits whether it will respond. There was no need to wait long, because through HYB's official platform, Jungkook delivered a short but thrilling message. "You never have to be perfect for me. I'm always waiting for you. And I'm staying here." The sentence destroyed the fortress of tears many ARMY, not only because of its depth, but because it proves that the affection that grows between them is not just an ordinary friendship. It is a sincere form of love, accepting each other even with all the flaws and pains. The emotional journey, from guilt to the courage to confess. Jimin later explained that his guilt made him suppress himself for years. He becomes a perfectionist, always feeling inadequate, and constantly compares himself to Jungkook. He admitted that he never felt he deserved to be on the same stage. "I saw him so free, so happy, and I pretended I was happy too. But the truth is, I was afraid. I was afraid that if I confessed, then I would lose it." One by one, pieces of the past began to unfold. From the heavy training that made them support each other, to the moment Jimin quietly cried after the show. Many fans are now looking back on BTS' journey with new eyes, full of empathy and deeper respect. ARMY. From surprise to a hug of support, the reaction from the ARMY around the world has been incredible. The hashtags #WeLoveYouJimin and #Jungkook responds immediately became global trends. The fans showed unlimited support, sending messages of love and creating works of art, poetry, to videos as a form of virtual hug for both. Some soldiers also shared personal experiences of harboring feelings for someone they loved but were afraid of losing. Jimin made us feel like we were not alone, wrote an ARMY officer from Brazil.
Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist for me.